Hi guys, it's Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. As promised, I said I will do a cardio jump board class. So here we are. It will be prenatal friendly. I am about 18 and a half weeks pregnant, so for my pregnant mamas out there, it's totally fine. No props are needed, but I'm going to use a few props. They're totally optional, especially if you're pregnant. It might help you feel a little bit more comfortable. So I'm going to use a stability ball, so the little blue ball, and I'm also going to use the box. Like I said, these are optional. If you're not pregnant, you don't need anything. I'm just trying to make it more comfortable if you are pregnant. And if you don't have any of these props, a pillow can definitely help you too. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start on one red heavy spring. So set yourself up for one heavy red spring. And then if you're going to use the prop, now is the time to grab your ball or your pillow if you're pregnant to make it a little bit more comfortable. And we're going to come down onto our side. So I'm going to come down onto my left side, and I'm going to be up on my, my left forearm. So I'm going to be perked up on my arm. And I want to push through the shoulder so I'm not into my shoulder, okay? So really press through that arm, lifting up that body, lifting up through that left oblique, and that's why we have the ball to place it right here to make it a little bit more comfortable. I'm just gonna set my watch here so I don't go over. We're on one heavy spring, and when you're ready, we're just gonna go and jump in and out. So we're just jumping in and out here, okay guys? You really want to think about landing hip height. So you want to make sure your ankle, your knee, and your hips all in one line. You don't want to jump too far down here, okay? So you really want to jump here, really feeling those glutes and those legs firing up. We're going to bring our heart rate up. If you need to take a break at any time. Grab your water bottle, and let's keep going. Don't forget to breathe. Good job, guys. Really press down. And then also you want to land ball, heel. So you don't want to land flat foot. Really try to land soft on that leg, protecting our knees. If you're new to jump board, make sure you're jumping and landing ball, heel. So you're kind of like rolling onto that foot. Good. We're going to add on to this in 3, in 2, and 1. Good. Now we're just going to bring the knee into chest and land. So same thing, we're just going to land, bring knee into chest and land here, okay? Also try not to let that carriage hit that stopper. You hear that big clunk, you want to avoid that. So really want to try to land as gracefully as possible. We're going to add on to this in 3, 2, and 1. From here we're just going to do a pendulum kick straight and land. So we're just going to bring that leg straight in front and land back. So try to kick it, still keeping it up at hip level, bringing it right on top of that bottom leg. I'm starting to burn up, so I'm right there with you guys. 5, 4, 3. We're going to add on to this in 2. And what? Now we're going to do a reverse pendulum kick. So out and in. So kick back, and I'm just adding this nice arm in front of me to kind of counterbalance myself and also get that nice little stretch in that hip flexor. Good job, guys. Keep going. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Jumping in and out. We're not done with this leg. I promise we're almost done, but not quite. So just jump in and out. Bring that heart rate down for a second. We're going to add on to this in 3, in 2, and 1. Now we're just going to come into a nice little oblique crunch. So we're going to bring that leg to chest and rotate our rib towards our hip bone. So here we're just trying to close that gap between our lowest rib bone and our hip bone here, okay? Really feel that nice oblique crunch here. Still try to keep your hips stacked on one another. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Whew. Take a quick little breather, rub that leg out. Let's give our top leg a little bit of a break. From here, we can move our ball, and now we can come lay down on to our left side here, okay? So I'm going to use, you can actually use your ball as a pillow if you want. That actually feels nice. Just make sure our hips are stacked here. Now we're going to work that bottom leg, okay? So hips are stacked, still on that left side, and now we're going to jump just on that bottom leg. So the top leg comes into a nice little bend up, okay? So just landing in and out. Same thing. Ball, heel. Landing, ball, heel. So we're still landing pretty soft on that foot. You can bring that leg out, whatever's comfortable for you. We won't be here long on this bottom leg. Just keep breathing. Good. Now we're just going to add a little heel click with the heels. So you'll still feel that top leg working, especially after all that. So if it's on fire, mine is too, guys. Don't worry. Just keep breathing. Click and out. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can just bounce on both legs right now or go for a little jog. This feels good. Kind of take that tension off that top leg especially. And we're going to continue. Just bring our heart rate down. Like I said, if you need to take a sip of water during any of this, especially being pregnant, go ahead. Let's go for 3. We're going to go into scissor kicks. And 2, and 1. So we're going to jump out and bounce. And we're just going to switch the direction of our leg. So bottom leg out. You can see how my top leg comes back and now forward. So back and forth, just like that. Still landing, ball, heel. Bringing that carriage in and then really pushing out. So really think about still trying to keep those hips stacked. Don't roll out onto that right side. Good job, guys. We're almost there. So for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Good job. We'll come on up and we'll do the same exact thing on the other side, but really quick. Let's just take a nice little stretch, especially on that top leg that we just worked. So you're sitting on a reformer, and let's just take a nice 4 stretch, okay? Just like that. If you want to grab a sip of water while you stretch, now's the time. Good. We're just allowing a nice stretch, especially working into that glute. Good. So we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. So now my back will be towards you guys. So hopefully I can remember the exact positions that I did. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to switch onto this side, and I'm actually going to switch my springs. I'm still going to stay on that heavy spring, but I'm just going to put that right spring closer towards this other side and take that right other spring off, okay? You don't have to switch if you don't like it. But we're going to start onto our right forearm now and on our right side. Grab your ball if you're using it. You're going to place it right under your right oblique just to kind of support the belly, keep our spine nice and straight. And we're just going to jump onto that top leg. The bottom leg can come folded. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and just jump in and out. So just warming up this left leg, in and out. Remember, leg is up at hip level, so you want to keep that up. You don't want to jump too low down here, so just make sure it stays up at hip level. We're still landing, ball, heel. Nice and graceful. Reach the crown of that head long. We're pressing through that right shoulder. We're not slouching into it. So think of a nice long spine, in and out. Good. Bringing that heart rate up. Try to land where it doesn't hit that stopper. You don't want to hear that big clunk like you just did. We're going to add on to this in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's bring our knee into chest and land. So same thing, we're just going to bring that knee into chest. Woo. And we're just landing, same thing, ball hill. Good job, guys. So you're really feeling that leg starting to fire up. Mine is too. So keep going. We're going to add on to this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're just going to kick our leg straight in front of us into a nice pendulum kick. So it's a straight leg sweep and land. We're still keeping this leg up at hip level. We haven't dropped it. And you just want to bring it right on top of that bottom leg. Good. We're going to add on to this one in that reverse pendulum kick. And 3, and 2, and 1. So now same thing, just back in front. Woo. Careful with that stopper. And just add that nice opposite arm lift in front of you, just to counterbalance ourselves, and also get that nice hip opener here. So this actually feels really nice. It should feel like a nice stretch too. Good. Try not to lose form. We're still pressing through this right arm. Let's go for 3, 2, and last one. Just go for a nice little jog. Really quick. We're not done. Almost done here. We're going to finish with those nice oblique crunches. In 3, 2, 1. Jump out and hit. Whew. So same thing here, guys. You want to just close that gap between your lowest rib bone and your hip bone. So really feel that oblique crunch, closing that gap between those. Good. Still trying to keep that leg up at hip level. Landing ball hill. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Bounce it out. Whew. Good. So we'll give our top leg just a little bit of a break. And then let's come onto our sides and get that bottom leg. So if you have your ball, go ahead and put it to the side, or your pillow, whatever you're using. Actually, I was going to use mine as a pillow, so. Good. So come on down. And now we're going to jump on that bottom leg. So top leg can just stay lifted, but we're just going to land on that bottom leg. So when you're ready, jump out and in. So top leg can just stay lifted. You can come to tabletop, whatever's comfortable for you. The bottom legs are working leg right now. Make sure your hips stay stacked. Good. We're going to add on to this. And 3, and 2, and 1. Let's add those little heel clicks. So we're still landing on that bottom leg, but we're just connecting the feet at the heels, and then top leg goes straight back up. Good. Good job, guys. Keep going. Whew. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, just jumping on both feet, just allowing that top leg to rest. You're definitely feeling it, so that's a nice little active recovery. And then you can go into a nice little jog, 1 foot at a time. And then we're going to go into those nice scissor kicks, switching the position of our top leg from back to forward. In 3, 2, 1. So we jump both feet and then we scissor out and land. So you can see how the legs are just going back and forth, switching through each jump. And I'm still landing, ball hill. Really try to keep your legs nice and straight when you jump out. Point those toes, keeping your hips stacked. Good job. Let's go for 5, 4, thing here. You can go ahead and put your ball down. And now I'm gonna take my left leg and just get a nice little stretch as I grab some water. So I'm just taking a nice forward stretch on that top leg that we were just working, which is my left leg. Good. So let's give our legs just a little bit of a break right now. And let's try to do some upper body. So we're still gonna bring our cardio, our heart rates up, but get in some upper body strength workout. So I'm still gonna be on that one heavy spring. So I'm still on that one red spring, sorry. And I'm gonna bring my knees towards the end of my carriage here, okay? Way at the end here. And I'm gonna lean forward. So I'm gonna have my hands pressed here. What we're going to do, we're gonna jump out with those arms. So from here, when you're ready, we're just jumping in and out, pushing out with our arms. So it's like a nice little push up. And like I said, that's why you wanna be closest towards the end of the edge of your carriage. So you can get a lot of range of motion here. You don't want it to hit that stopper. So same thing, keep the shoulders out of your ears, nice long back, and just pressing in and out. So feel those shoulders, feel those chests. Good, we're gonna add on to this in 3, in 2, and 1. So we're gonna press out both arms and I'm gonna open up towards that left side. And now that right side. So same thing, we're just adding on to this, just bringing up that heart rate even more. Good, guys. Keep going. Try to have your hands land wide. You don't want to land too close here. Good, let's go for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, now we're just going to do single arm. So now I'm just going to land on my right arm. Bring my left arm towards the back. We won't stay here long, it's a little heavy. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let's switch arms, same thing, other side. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Good. One more thing with upper body, okay? So now I'm going to add another spring. So I'm going to do one heavy and one light. So I have one red and one blue here, okay? I'm going to come kneeling now. And I'm going to use the top part of my jump board. And I'm still going to be at the edge of my carriage here, okay? From here, I'm just going to press out. And you can see I'm lengthening through that spine from head to toe. Engage that core, hug your baby if you're pregnant. And here, we're just gonna go into a nice push-up. So we're just bending at the elbow joint, moving that carriage in and out. Really strong core here. Good job, guys. Think about reaching that crown of that head pretty long from head to tail. Tuck that tailbone. I don't have my butt out like this. I'm tucking it under. Good, we're almost there. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Great job, guys. Go ahead and just roll out those shoulders really quick, back and forward. Grab a quick sip of water, and now if you are using props like me, now's the time to grab your box or your pillow, especially if you're pregnant, to be a little bit more comfortable. You don't have to use props at all, especially for this whole routine, but if you like to. So I'm going to switch my springs back to one heavy spring. So one heavy spring only. Take that light spring off if you added that on. And now let's grab our box. And I'm going to go short box here, okay? So we're going to get back into our legs, but now we're going to jump reverse. So I'm going to be facing towards the back of my reformer. So I'm going to bring my elbows here. Now you can see why I grabbed this box. So I'm more comfortable being perched up like this. So it just makes it a little bit more comfortable for my growing belly. But if you don't have a box, you'll just jump like this, okay? Hands flat. I wouldn't really recommend bringing them onto the shoulder blocks. It's just better like this because you're more flat from head to tail with a nice long back. Totally up to you though, okay? And like I said, if you don't have any of these props, you can just grab a large pillow and just kind of place it under here so you can kind of lean into it so it'll feel a little bit more comfortable. So when you're ready, one red spring, if you have your box, you're placing your forearms down, but you can see I'm not slouched in, I'm pushing out. Make sure your knees are right under your hips, and I'm going to jump with this top on my right leg. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and jump in and out. So same thing, we're still landing ball heel, and we're just jumping in and out. Engage that core, don't let it hang, especially if you're pregnant. So hug your baby with your core muscles here, and just jumping in and out, keeping your knees facing down towards your reformer. Good. Good job, guys. Let's go for 3. We're going to add on 2 and 1. We're just going to bring it into chest and land. Good. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Now we're just going to go ahead and keep that leg up and land. So we're just adding a nice little leg lift, filling those glutes, fire up, especially with that lift. Good job, guys. Keep going. Ooh, I missed that one. So up and down. Let's for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, now we're just going to bring it in and down. So we're going to kind of rotate, bring that knee in towards your elbow, and then back, rotating her shoulders to the floor as we bring that carriage in. So it's a rotate, crunch, and down. Getting back into those obliques. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Whew. So it's a lot more difficult jumping like this because now you have to keep your body weight lifted up on your shoulders. A lot more muscles is working. So yeah, no worries. I'm just going to towel off really quick, and then we're going to go right into that other side. So now I'm going to jump, so making sure I'm staying on time, on my left side here, okay? So same thing here. When you're ready, bring that knee right underneath your hip. Our forearms down, reach the crown of that head long, bring your foot onto the trampoline, and then let's jump out and in. So we're just starting, we're jumping out and in, landing ball heel. Good. Good job, guys. Try to keep your leg up at hip level here. You don't want to land too far down or hit that stopper too hard. Engage that core, hug your belly if you're pregnant. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to jump, bring knee into chest and land. Good. for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go ahead and add that leg lift up and down. So we're just lifting up, down. Squeeze that glute, point that toe. Nice long, strong leg as you lift. Whew. Good, we're almost there, guys. Keep going. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one here. Go into that nice oblique crunch. So you want to bring your knee in towards that left elbow and then land with the knee straight. Good. Closing that gap between the lowest rib bone or smallest and your hip bone. Almost there. Keep breathing. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Whew. Take a nice little break here. If you want, go into a nice little child's pose. Whatever you need to do to bring that heart rate down. Let's come on up and just take another quick force stretch on each side. So I have my right foot over. And now let's switch into that left leg. And come on in. Good job, guys. So let's go ahead and just end it with some nice little footwork, stretching out. So I'm just going to add another blue spray. So I'm going to have a red and a blue, and I'm going to use my box here, okay? Because now I'm getting to that point where I shouldn't be laying on my back too long. I don't feel uncomfortable yet, and I don't have a wedge. So I'm going to use my box kind of as my support here. If you have a wedge, go ahead and grab that. If you're not pregnant, just go ahead and lay on your back. Actually, I'm going to go a little heavier. So I'm going to go 2 reds and a blue. And we're just going to nice little stretch in and out. Nice long back if you're perched up onto your box. If you're lying down. If you want to make it a little bit heavier for yourself, go ahead. We're just stretching out those legs. Good. Come onto the balls of your feet. In and out. Good. And then go ahead and first position, heels together, toes apart. Good, and stay there. We're just going to come onto the balls of our feet. Still have your heels connected, and just onto the balls of our feet here. And still just pressing that carriage in and out. Great job, guys. I hope you enjoyed that jump board class. My heart rate definitely got up. I'm a little winded. Hopefully you are too. Last time I did this, I was practicing this set to film. I was super sore. So if you're sore tomorrow, don't forget to stretch, okay? Let's go for 3, 2, and last one, press out. Both heels down, bend your knees, and come on in. Good. Good job, guys. If you want to stretch some more, be my guest and put your feet in straps and do some leg work. But for now, we are done. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm trying to push out as many videos as I can, but now being pregnant with a toddler, it's a little bit more difficult. But I'll try to get another class out as soon as possible. And let me know if you're here for the reformer classes or if you're here for the mat classes. It seems like my reformer classes are getting a little bit more viewing. So let me know. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.